What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're getting extra creative. Came from one of your suggestions. In fact, peep this. I'll deliver some free FIFA points if you can deliver the list of dreams. We make a lot of lists and different concepts on the channel. Let me know what you want to see. Comment below. And if you like someone's suggestion, upvote it, reply to it, co-sign it, double dip, drop a little thumbs up, do something, interact, engage with it. Are we on the same page? And for the bangers, that's right, I said bangers. We upload daily. If you could do me a solid, major favor, it'd be high-key appreciated. For the algo, means algorithm, please like the video. It allows for YouTube, or at least notifies them, that they need to promote this. They need to show other people. So if you care about the channel growing, getting bigger, you like what we have going on here, our collective, our grouping, that's a fantastic way to support for free, and it takes 5 seconds of your time. Today we're talking about target man strikers, or target men. Criteria: big body type, speed, and strength combination, set piece options. You have those with one of these guys. Top tier finishing, must be a striker or a center forward by default position, and no icons will be included. I myself was a target man striker. You do a lot of work back to goal. You hold up the play. We are an intricate yet mandatory positional player, depending on your tactical approach to how you're playing football, what you want to remake and replicate. We have 15 names. It's coming in hot, fire, fuego. Richarlison, is there some Everton bias? Perhaps, but from his technical and physical combination, that outlet, the body type, it puts him into the conversation. He might be a little outdated with the current market. I'm just trying to be extra realistic, but I still would prefer the proven Richarlison as opposed to some of the new introductions that have fraudulent deliverables. The paperwork's no good. AUBAMEYANG, framework is serious. 6'2", wide shoulders are us. Really gifted, if you can be gifted with getting on the end of the trash. If you send something deep, some sort of lob, AUBAMEYANG, he turns into a 7-footer with a 40-inch vertical. He's taking that down. He's getting all those rebounds. That is a basketball reference. He won't be everyone's cup of tea. He's also not English, but he does play in London. We'll leave it there. Edward, overachiever. We're talking price points, deliverables, measurables, easy French connections, and routes to the baguettes. I feel as if French people will not like that terminology. And I've said this about Edward prior. This is kind of what we want for Henry, the dream. At least something that replicates what this man has on the virtual pitch. And he's nowhere near the caliber of Henry. And that's not shots fired. I mean that in the most complimentary way. Probably more so towards Henry. But the point I'm making is, can we just see a rebrand or a refinish on Thierry Henry? He should not be the clunky striker that he's becoming FIFA. Don't get me started. It's a separate video, maybe a dedicated video. It makes me sad. Holland, I'm still trying to figure out how to place Holland. He's a legitimate terror, but in other ways, with the 3-star weak foot and the 3-star skill moves, it cuts your creative expression dramatically. 6'4" with heavy steps. This reminds me of the movies, maybe specifically Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. He could be an oversized knight on the battlefield. Zapata fits the mold or the build, underrated and underrepresented. True to self, does what he's meant to. He's a bit of a wolf. I'm not talking Wall Street, but if you put some deer in headlights on the virtual pitch, this man is about to feast. What does A9 skills say? Beastin' and feastin'. I hope that's not too graphic. Rainier, the man makes it rain, but we're not talking about funding. This was a free foot item, and his finishing and his flow with the movement, how he articulates himself, and once you get used to his body, his build, you're privileged. He's a generous attacker. He provides the goals, the skills, the movement. He's a FIFA conversationalist. Harry Kane, you may have heard my claim. Best passer of any FIFA 21 striker I have used. Precision personified. And likely his last year at Tottenham, which makes me beg the question. We all watch the Premier League, pretty hefty amounts. Where is he going? What's your prediction? We can screenshot it? Use the comments. And Yaki Williams, Oh, the skill move plug and the weak foot upgrade. Welcome to full birthday. Still a little clunky with some of the lateral turning if he's not going to have a skill move included, but pretty dynamic and prolific with being fast enough to get in behind, being able to check the space, still having that body type that allows you to deal with pressure, mainly high pressure, the double teams, anything in the air, aerial presence, we know about it. Highly regarded as a game changer and perhaps even a controller devourer, depending on what end of that controller exchange you're on. Podolski, he's been blessed. He's in that Robin category. Instead of Batman and Robin, maybe it's Podolski and Robin as a collective, a collaboration, a shared effort. Lots of stats that are not legit, but in the best way. They've actually been upgraded. The curve, the movement, the shot power, and the 5-star skills, tremendous. Kareem, the dream. This man is spending a lot of time in the clouds. Another just effortless, sublime passer. At times, I often think of him being a center attacking mid, or even a center forward if you're trying to run that false 9, to go with, of course, that traditionalist as being a target man. He is a graffiti artist with how he can spray passes across the pitch. I don't know if that was a dad move with the reference or if it came off smooth. I wish we had a poll right here. There might be some subjectivity and interpretation with the wordplay. Adama Traore. Now hold up, I know. He's sort of unique. He's almost in his own category. I don't really know where to place him between the skills, the weak foot. I've always described him as a bowling ball. He has his own singular body type. At least it feels that way, especially with how he's able to move with the straight line pace, but now he's got the side to side. I used to think of him as a dump truck, but now you're looking at a Toyota Camry with power steering, and he's ready for the parallel parking. You can play slow, you can play fast, you can hold it up, you can get in behind. This is Adama Traore, but you can play him alone, all by himself. And he'll chase down whatever you need. He'll give you that pressure play, even in the air, because he's built just so wide. This is an excursion, an escalade. You want to go towards animals, you've got yourself a rhino, but it's some sort of hybrid because the footwork, effortless. An offensive lineman. If you've ever met one of those fellas, they look like they're a different species. Traore's not far off being in a similar category. He's difficult to explain and to categorize. That's just the reality. This is where I put him. Isak. Similar to Traore, with his unusual or uniqueness with his body type or the composition, we're talking notebooks. He's 6'4" with a ton of agility, has the weak foot, has the skills, has a lot of strength. Even his passing on this foot item, I thought it was going to be underwhelming and disappoint me. It's not. There might be a slight learning curve with using Isak. Once you get used to him and you read the instructions, he is going to deliver for you. That is my stamp of approval. Suarez. I could just read the stats. I've played 20 games. He scored 35 goals and has 15 assists. So 50 contributions, and we'd still have 10 more games remaining in the weekend league. So I might be doing him a disservice with having him at number 3, transparently speaking. The guy is ruthless, relentless, and foul-mouthed, which you already knew. This man bites often, on the daily, highly regarded, must pick up material. Don't miss this phone call. Lewandowski, champion. Hits different, moves different, scores different. This is a true FIFA rebrand. FIFA streets have rejoiced. They have spoken. For many years, we asked for a Lewandowski that was going to perform or translate from what we see on the actual pitch to the virtual pitch. This is that representation. High rated with key stats that fit the meta and the upgraded weak foot. Powerful, intimidating, authentic. He's got it all. This guy's complete. And at the top, I've got Cristiano Ronaldo. I can kind of leave it there. Some of you will argue that he's not a target man, but you heard my criteria. Bigger body type. He's got the athleticism. Yes, he has the pace. He has the strength. Fits the meta. Fits the criteria. He can kind of do it all. I think of him being more of a modern target man, especially with how his career has transitioned on the actual pitch with age, just how it's all developed. But you can play him in that manner, and many people do. You don't see Cristiano sitting on the wings that frequently. He's in the middle of the pitch, often played alone in a 4-2-3-1, which is kind of the definition of a traditional when you're looking at target men. These strikers have to be able to be isolated and still be effective. And when I think of isolating strikers and them still being extremely impactful, difficult to shut down, a defender's gonna have a job for all 90 minutes. Cristiano is that definition. So here we are. Thanks again for watching. Remember to get in the comments below. Let me know what kind of concepts and ideas and lists that you want to see on the channel, especially since we're going into the later months. I'll give you a shout out, screenshot them. Throw down some FIFA points or other giveaways. Maybe we'll throw down some headsets. I got you covered is the point that I'm making. I appreciate you taking the time and the effort to have that application. You can always join me on any of the social platforms. Everything is linked below. And I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.